The moment my family's car disappeared down the dark highway, I realized they had actually left me there, alone, miles from anywhere. If this story touches your heart, don't just scroll. Like, subscribe, and be part of this journey. My name is Ava Carter, and the night my own family abandoned me as a joke changed everything. It started as a normal road trip. At least that's what I thought. My older brother Jake was driving, music blasting, my mom Linda laughing in the front seat, my dad Mark scrolling through his phone. Relax, Ava, Jake said. It's just a weekend trip. I forced a smile, but something felt off. They kept exchanging looks, little smirks, whispers that stopped when I turned around. Okay, I said slowly. What's going on? Nothing, Mom said quickly. Too quickly. We had been driving for hours. The highway was empty, just long black road and endless fields. Then suddenly Jake slowed down. The car rolled onto the shoulder. Bathroom break, he said. I sighed and grabbed my phone. No gas station? I asked. Nope, Jake said with a grin. Dad opened the trunk. Stretch your legs, he said. I stepped out. Cold wind hit my face. The road was silent. No cars. No lights. Just darkness. I walked a few steps away toward the trees. Then I heard the car door slam. Another one. Then the engine. I turned around. Wait. The car started moving. Slow at first. Then faster. My stomach dropped. Jake. I shouted. The car kept going. Mom. Dad. They didn't stop. Headlights shrank into the distance, then vanished. Silence. Complete silence. For a moment, I stood frozen. My brain refused to process it. Then my phone buzzed. A message from Jake. I opened it. Relax, drama queen. It's just a prank. My chest burned. Another message came. Let's see how long it takes you to panic. Then a laughing emoji. My hands started shaking. I looked around again. Dark fields. Empty highway. No houses. No lights. No signal bars. Very funny, I muttered. I tried calling Jake. No connection. Mom. Nothing. Dad. Nothing. The wind got stronger. Cold air cut through my hoodie. I checked the time. 9:47 p.m. And suddenly the joke didn't feel funny. At all. I started walking. Maybe they would come back. Maybe they were hiding somewhere filming this. Jake loved stupid social media pranks. I kept walking along the road. 5 minutes passed. 10. No headlights. No car. No laughter. Only the sound of wind and my footsteps. That's when fear started crawling into my chest. What if they actually left? I whispered. My phone battery was at 23%. Still no signal. I walked faster, my heart pounding. Then I saw headlights in the distance. Finally, a car. Relief flooded my body. I stepped closer to the road and waved. The car slowed down. An old pickup truck. The window rolled down. A man leaned out. Gray beard. Hard eyes. You okay? He asked. I hesitated. Yeah, my family left me here as a prank. He frowned. That ain't funny. No, I said quietly. It's not. He studied me for a moment. You need a ride? Every warning my parents had ever given me flashed in my head. Don't get into cars with strangers. But my family had already left me alone on a highway. I swallowed. Is there a town nearby? About 15 miles, he said. 15 miles. My stomach sank. I looked at the empty road behind me, then back at him. Before I could answer, another text appeared. From Jake. I opened it. Still alive out there. Then another message. Relax. We'll come back in an hour. An hour. They planned to leave me alone here for an hour. The man in the truck watched my face change. Family, he asked. Yeah, I said. My voice cracked. They think this is funny. The man shook his head slowly. People can be cruel, he said. Then he pointed down the road. Storm's coming tonight. I looked up. Dark clouds were rolling across the sky. Thunder rumbled far away. Cold fear ran through me again. The man spoke softly. You shouldn't be out here alone. My phone buzzed again. A video message. From Jake. I opened it. It was filmed inside the car. My whole family was laughing. Jake pointed the camera at Mom. Say hi to Ava. Mom waved. Hope you're not scared. Dad chuckled in the background. Jake zoomed in on the empty road behind them. See you in an hour. The video ended. Something inside me snapped. Not anger. Something colder. Something quiet. The man in the truck watched me carefully. You all right? He asked. I looked up slowly. No, I said. Then I locked my phone. But I will be. I glanced at the empty highway one last time. At the place where my family left me like a joke. Then I looked at the truck. Can you take me to that town? I asked. The man nodded. Hop in. I opened the passenger door. The truck smelled like gasoline and old leather. As we pulled onto the highway, I looked back one last time. My family thought this was a prank. They thought I would cry, panic, beg them to come back. But sitting in that truck, a different thought formed in my mind. A slow plan. Because when they came back to that highway and realized I was gone, that's when the real panic would begin. The truck headlights cut through the darkness as we drove away from the spot where my family had left me. I watched the highway disappear behind us. Somewhere out there, Jake was probably laughing, probably checking his phone, waiting for another message from me, begging them to come back. But I didn't send anything, not a single word. The man driving the truck glanced at me. My name's Tom Walker, he said. Ava? I replied. You sure you're okay? Ava? I looked out the window. No, I said quietly, but I will be. Tom nodded like he understood. Rain started hitting the windshield. First soft, then harder. Thunder cracked across the sky. You're lucky I came by, Tom said. Yeah, I replied. Inside, though, my thoughts were racing. Jake said 1 hour. They expected me to be there, scared, waiting. But when they returned, I wouldn't be. And that's when things would get interesting. Tom drove for about 20 minutes. Lights appeared ahead. A small town, gas station, diner, a motel sign blinking in the rain. Relief washed over me. Tom pulled into the gas station. You got someone to call? He asked. Not tonight, I said. He studied me. Family problems? I gave a small laugh. You could say that. He nodded toward the diner. Owner, there's a good woman. Name's Martha. She'll help. Thank you, I said. Tom tipped his hat. Take care of yourself, kid. Then he drove off into the rain. I stood under the gas station lights for a moment. Cold, wet, but strangely calm. My phone buzzed again. Jake. I opened the messages. Wow. Silent treatment. Then another. You crying yet? Another video came through. I pressed play. Jake was laughing again. Mom leaned toward the camera. Ava, honey, we'll come back soon. Dad added, hope you didn't wander off. They all laughed. The video ended. I slowly typed my first message back. Don't worry. Then I stopped, smiled slightly, and deleted it. No, silence was better. I walked into the diner. Warm air wrapped around me. The smell of coffee and fries filled the room. A middle-aged woman behind the counter looked up. "You look like you've been through a storm," she said. "That obvious?" I asked. She smiled kindly. "I'm Martha. Ava." She poured a cup of coffee and slid it toward me. "Tell me what happened." I hesitated. Then I told her. The highway, the prank, the videos. Her expression slowly turned from concern to anger. "They left you out there," she said. "Yeah, as a joke, apparently." Martha shook her head. "Some people don't deserve family." I stared into the coffee. "Maybe." She leaned closer. "You got a plan?" I looked up. A small smile crossed my face. "Actually, yeah." Martha raised an eyebrow. "Let's hear it." I pulled out my phone. "They think I'm still on that highway." I said, and when they come back, they won't find me." Martha crossed her arms. "Good start." I opened my social media app. Jake loved attention, loved showing off his pranks. So I did something simple. I posted the video Jake sent me, the one where they laughed, the one where they admitted leaving me alone. I added one caption: "My family left me alone on a highway at night as a prank. Stranger had to rescue me. I hope the joke was worth it." Then I hit post. Martha whistled softly. "Oh, that's going to hurt." I nodded. Jake had thousands of followers. He bragged about them constantly. Within minutes, my phone exploded with notifications, comments, messages, shares. People were furious. One comment read, "This isn't a prank. This is abuse." Another said, "Someone report these people." Another, "I hope she's safe." Jake still had no idea. He kept texting, "You must be bored out there." Almost time. I looked at the clock. 1 hour had passed, which meant they were back at that highway, looking around, realizing I was gone. My phone rang. "Jake." I answered. For the first time all night, his voice came through, panicked. "Ava, where are you?" I stayed calm. "Not on the highway." "What do you mean?" he shouted. Mom's voice appeared in the background. "Did she wander off?" Dad sounded angry. "This isn't funny, Ava." I laughed softly. "Funny." Now, they cared about funny. "You left me there." I said quietly. "It was a prank." Jake said, "A prank." I repeated, "You were supposed to wait." Lightning flashed outside the diner windows. "You left me alone on a dark highway." I said. Jake's voice cracked. "People online are attacking us." Mom suddenly yelled in the background, "What did you post?" I took a sip of coffee. "You wanted content," I said calmly. So I gave them the full story. Jake sounded like he might explode. "Take it down." "No." "Ava." "No." Silence filled the line. Then Mom's voice broke through. She sounded different now. Scared. "Ava, please." Another voice chimed in. "Dad." "Ava, we're sorry." Jake spoke again. This time, not laughing. "Please, just tell us where you are." I leaned back in the diner booth. Martha watched with a proud smile. For the first time that night, I felt strong. "You wanted to scare me," I said. "Well." I paused. Thunder echoed outside. "Now you know how that feels." Another long silence. Then Mom whispered the words they never said before. "We're begging you, please forgive us." I stared out the window at the storm. And for the first time in my life, I realized something important. Family isn't about blood. It's about respect. And the moment someone treats your pain like a joke, they stop being family.